Welcome back. Growing in Grace. We're doing Proverbs 30, verse 7. And before we jump into this, I want to draw your attention to the very last part of verse 9 right there. This is the verse that really brings structure to the entire Proverbs of what the author is laying out. And this is what he says. He says, "Lest the name of the Lord my God be profaned." He is telling us that his heart posture is the most important thing that he wants is for his God to be glorified. He doesn't want to drag the Father's name down into the mud at all. It's so important to the author as he begins to tell us this, that his God is not profaned. So let's kind of jump in with a little story. Let's say we've got a father and a son. And the son comes to the father and he says, "Dad, I got a couple of things I need to share with you. Can we take a couple minutes? Let's go out on the back porch. I want to sit down with you and tell you." "All right." "So, son, what is it?" "Well, two things, Dad, and they're so important to me. Please help me in these areas. Number one, falsehoods, lies, just remove them from me. Help me get sanctification in this area of my life." It's the inner man that the author is describing in that verse right there. His thoughts, his imaginations, who he is in private. He wants that to be sanctified, and he's asking his father for help in that area. The second part, he says, "I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be poor. I want to have balance in you." And he goes on to say, "Feed me the food that I need. Don't give me more. Don't give me less." And then he brings some clarification to it as we move in through it. And he says, I don't want to be so rich that I say, who needs the Lord? Look at my life. Everything is fantastic. Everything is going just as good as it possibly could be. And he also illustrates the second part, and he says, I don't need riches or poverty, because I certainly wouldn't want to go out and steal. And then he brings us to that line, "and profane the name of the Lord my God." When I read this proverb, I see the beauty of being content, knowing that the Lord has me right where he wants me, doing what I'm supposed to do, and that I am content in him. So I want to encourage you. Did you have a hot meal today? Nice bed to lay down in? When Judy and I have problems, we always say we have good problems. We look at them through the lens of how such a good Father God is to us. Be content. Don't worry about being rich. Don't worry about being poor. God's got this. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and may you continue to hunger and thirst for his righteousness. We'll see you next time.